Hello, everyone. My name is Angelo, president of Friends Helping Friends. Over the past few weeks, we've been doing a few slates of workshops, starting from the stages of change, the description of how the stages of change works with pain. Not sure if you could see it, but let me know. If you can't see it, I'll definitely get it to you. Changes in thinking of behavior. Then we went with perfection. Who am I? And then we went to confidence, working towards the growth mindset. So I'm going to pick up today with stages of change once again, starting with pre contemplation. Pre contemplation is a period of time where a person does not know that a problem exists. Life is continuous, life goes on, but there's no problems that is in the person's mindset or awareness. People around them know that there's a problem, but that person does not know. And eventually, the person will enter the stage of pre contemplation. Pre contemplation is the period or stage where a person knows that there's a problem, but decides not to do anything with it yet. The pros outweigh the cons, or the cons outweigh the pros. So fear is in the way at the moment, and change is not going to happen. So, unfortunately, to this individual, he or she will continue to struggle and will continue this journey towards changing this behavior. So, next comes preparation. Preparation now is where the action is almost ready, getting ready to take place. We know that the problem is there, the problem has been addressed, and now we're getting ready to get help and get ready to remove this bad behavior and replacing it with a better behavior. So I hope that makes sense to you. And also, this person is starting to actually seek help, maybe even professional help. So, a lot of amazing things going on in this person's life. And hopefully, the changes that are actually starting to take place are going to start actually making that person feel better. And then this person is motivated and wants to put a plan of action in place. This plan of action is either seeking treatment or they are getting their calendar and writing everything down in their calendar, planning their whole day in regards to what needs to be done so that change continues. Even small changes on a daily basis is change. So, nonetheless, nobody is perfect. We're just human, right? And that will come up in my workshop in a few moments once I'm done with going over what the stages of change are. So, after the action takes place, this person has now gotten it under control, feels good about himself or herself, and is ready now to go in their every single day life. And with their every single day life, they are able to sustain, change new behavior. So, what that means is that the old behavior has been somewhat modified to something new. And it's exciting. And at the same time, fear is not in the way. The person is ready to accept what the challenges are and what needs to be done on a daily basis in order for old character patterns to take place and return. So, with that, there is the final stage, which is either recovery or the person becomes complacent and decides that he or she can try old experiments, and they eventually return back to the person that they once were. Once they've returned to that person, then the whole process starts again. That's why it's all in a wonderful circle. The cycle can continue and will continue. Actually, go this way. So, those are the stages of change. And although you don't have the worksheet in front of you to changing your thinking and behaviors, I'm just going to go over this live in person. So, the first thing that I would like you to do is take out a piece of paper, put down the topic, my thinking patterns that need to change are, and list 7 of them. Next, again, on the same piece of paper right underneath, you're going to list my behavior patterns that need to change are, and you do 1 through 7. Are you done? Are you finished? Or do you need some more time? Time is always great. So, just keep in mind that this is something that you want to review over and over again. Put your pens down, because I'm ready to move on. So, perfection. Close your eyes. Envision that you've just seen your perfect ideal rainbow. And yes, we are live, so we're going to be hearing people's cell phones go off and on, and maybe someone may even answer it. So shame on them. But no shame here, no judgment. So we're going to go back to this rainbow. It is so beautiful. It is wonderful. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. So please open your eyes. And now the person beside you is telling you that that rainbow was missing the color blue. Is that rainbow perfect now that it's missing a color? How do you feel about that rainbow? Is it different than when you had your eyes closed? So, there are problems with being perfect. A, nobody wants to be around you because you always know everything, and my opinion doesn't matter. And what are we really covering up when we're trying to be perfect? We are covering something, masking our individual flaws. What are we really hiding? What are we striving for perfection? Why must we add this kind of pressure to our daily lives? Remember our earliest experiences in our life? Our parents tell us go to school, get grades, but is that really being perfect? Well, what if my persona says that I am not going to do well in school and I'm trying the best that I can be and do the best that I can do? Then is that acceptable? What if I'm not meant to be a lawyer or a scientist or a doctor, but I'm meant to be a garbage man or a garbage person? Trying to be politically correct here. So we are trying to just be human, trying to do what we've got to do on a daily basis and survive and make changes as what the previous session was all about. This is what makes human beings different from each other. And we all learn from each other because we are all different. We all have our own crafts, we have our own trades, we have our own beliefs. And that's what makes being alive fantastic. So I'm going to pose this question. Why are we being judged for our imperfections? Someone can't really judge you unless you allow that person to judge you. So just think about that for a minute or two or three. Actually, grab a pen and pencil and paper and write the answer to that. Keep that close to your keepsake box. So, with the pursuit of perfection is really a disguise for insecurity. It becomes a statement that I'm not good enough, just who I am. When we do that, we're judging ourselves and opening the door for further judgment. Now we're going to take you to a journey of who am I? So, reasons why we would define ourselves. Well, it lets us know where we're starting from, know where we want to go. We're going to be able to control who we really are. It allows us to stay consistent and assists us in staying focused. Some very important key phrases, especially staying consistent and staying focused. Because when I identify who I am, there's a person in my mind of who I want to be and who I want to become. And in order to achieve that person or identity, I must do certain things. Some of us want to be athletes. Well, the journey to becoming an athlete is you train in the gym every single day. You stay focused on your journey. You have to do all those push-ups, you have to do all those sit-ups, you have to do all those marathons, all those races, and eventually the awards and all the competitions every single day. So it is a matter of staying focused on who you really want to be. So that's it for now. We will continue on our journey next time. Next week, perhaps we will do another one. So take care, and I will be in touch soon.